arrived at this point in the election cycle as one of the favored candidates with fewer than 20% of the eligible voters participating in your election. The top vote getter among you received support from 7.2% of the registered voters. These numbers in part result because commissioner elections are off-cycle. Would you support moving the election date to coincide with the general election cycle that routinely garners 50% or more participation from registered voters? If so, would you favor working through the charter review process, referendum placed on the ballot by action of the City Commission, coinciding with an upcoming general election, or some other means?
I would have to say hell yes. Yeah, hell yes. I mean, you know, absolutely. By way of how we put it on referendum, the City Commission, you know, we've had people renege on this a couple of times. There is absolutely no practical argument whatsoever that holds water. You know, spend 100 grand and get a third of the people vote. The only explanation that works is that turkeys don't vote for Thanksgiving. The reality is that people will not vote to put themselves out of work. The reality is it's nothing to do with partisan, it's nothing to do with August primaries, because the reality is that there are more Democrats in the city than there are Republicans, so their lead would be greater, not less. And the weather is warm, you know, so hot. If you want it that badly, then you'll get out there and do it. No, it's a democratic thing. It's an absolute, and it also goes to the core problem that I see here, which is that when you only have 6,000 or 7,000 of 37,000 registered voters participating, what you end up with is disproportionate special interests. What you end up with is people being able to say, well, we can get you in, because, you know, in certain districts you can get elected with 1,000 votes. That's scary. You can get elected with 1,000 votes and be 1/5 of the decision-making process for $206 million. That doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. The fact that I got, under 5% means I guess I'm not terribly popular, but in truth, we had 8 candidates and we had 19.1% people vote. You know, I got, by way of doing the math, 3-4% of the city of Sarasota confirmed that they'd like to have me as a city commissioner. Not exactly a ringing endorsement, and I accept that. I would love to have everybody vote. I would love to have, because that's the only fair way to go. But young people won't vote, and a lot of other people won't vote off cycle. They expect to vote in November, and that is when we should have the elections, and you can tell me till you're blue in the face it shouldn't be so, but it absolutely should be.